Hello and welcome to another riveting episode of Sipping Coffee with Jeff. I'm Jeff, and today we're sipping some Mountain Dew. Just giving you a little warning. Today is going to be a nerdy episode, so I'm going to front load it with some updates. So I've started really fine tuning the whole weight loss journey. Right? So I've really been focusing in on weightlifting, developing my muscles, and getting a good mind muscle connection, right? So sticking to a specific workout. I do have an AI platform that it's called Gravel, and I've been using that to kind of give me some ideas as to what I should be doing. It's been a long time since I did the whole workout thing. So this has given me a way to relearn what I should be working on, what my sets should be looking at, and all that. So now now that I've been doing that for a good month, I'm starting to really focus in on what exercise I'm doing at the gym to maximize my time, maximize my gains. And secondly, I'm really focusing in on how many calories I'm ingesting, and I have slowly made a pivot from focusing strictly on keto to more of a high protein diet. So I'm not stressing. I wasn't stressing before, but I'm not really worried about how many carbs I'm eating because I'm naturally eating low carb now anyway. I phased out all the garbage that I wasn't really happy with before, and like the sugar, the processed foods, things like that, fast food, and focusing more on whole foods. But now I'm really trying to really focus in on how much protein I'm eating per day. So just to give you an idea, I am 239 today and 45, and I'm 5'11". So when you run the math, my resting metabolic rate, which is if I don't move, if I just sit here like a lump on the couch all day, my body burns around 1,996 calories per day. And so that's my maintenance calories. That's what I need to eat to stay the same if I don't add any exercise or anything like that. When you add in how much exercise that I'm actually doing, it creates a multiplier of 1.55. So you take that 1996 and you multiply it by 1.55. What does that give us exactly? So 1996 times 1.55 gives us around 3,093.8. So that's my maintenance calories with workouts included. So anything underneath that is a deficit. I am eating 1,558 calories per day, which puts me in about a 400 calorie deficit from my maintenance calories, my metabolic rate, which is a good baseline for losing weight. That's about 2 to 3 pounds per week on average. And then you add in the protein. So in order to maintain muscle mass or build muscle mass, look at me flexing, in order to build and get that Chris Evans body that I want to get, I have to have, you want to aim for about 1 gram of protein per pound of body fat of where you, or per pound of weight where you want to be. I want to be around 200 to 210 pounds. So theoretically, I should be eating that much protein. I'll tell you what, from experience, it's hard to get there. That's a lot of protein, so you really have to add it in from other, like your protein shakes and whole, like chicken, like good meats. Shrimp is a good source. So right now I've been averaging 158 grams per day, which is like 1.5 where I need to be. I'm going to start adding in like 10, 20 extra per day. So like today's breakfast was 2 eggs, half cup of cottage cheese, 3 ounces of ham, and a ratio protein yogurt, which is 25 grams of protein. So altogether, I had about 67 grams of protein with my breakfast this morning. A lot of math, right? But once you get there and you're doing the same thing every day, not necessarily eating the same thing, but you know what it takes to succeed. And I was thinking about that statement earlier. What does that mean? Why is that so important to me? I am a success-driven individual. I am very affected by failure. I've learned this. It shocks me to my core, which is funny because I've failed more times than most people have tried. But the big failures really hit me, I think. And I'm also a success-driven individual. I like to see success. I like to see results. Maybe results-driven is a better phrase there. I like to see results. So when that scale moves, I'm motivated to do more. When I can physically see gains in my muscles, I like that. It pushes me further. And so that kind of motivates me to stick to the plan when it's working. When I'm sitting here and I'm doing the same thing every single day and I'm not getting any kind of results whatsoever, well, beyond being the quote-unquote definition of insanity, it's a quick way for me to quit. It's an easy way for my body to just stop doing whatever it is I'm asking it to do. So all that being said, I am seeing results, and so now I am focusing in on maximizing that. And so over the next month, I'm going to be taking measurements. I'm going to be really focusing in on tracking those calories meticulously, making sure all the added fats from the cooking oil and things like that, because that's really where it gets you. You think you're in a deficit, and you're not counting in the butter or the oils that you're using to cook with. You're not counting in the sauces or even the flavorings. If you look at taco seasoning, even has some calories added into it, right? So you take all that into consideration. You think you're under, and maybe you're just squeaking under. That really puts you over, So on the business front, I am, and this is what I'm going to kind of go over today. I'm working on an automated audit system, and it's something like 90% automated. I'm sure that there's some ways that I could figure out to do this 100% automated and just hand it off to a VA. But right now, I kind of like the connection. I like the fact that it's not 100% automated. But I'm going to walk you through that and show you, this is my prospecting binder. I figured it out now to where I can create this beautiful pamphlet. Okay, if you look, it's printed out, beautiful, and this is customized specific to my client. I can create one of these for only a couple dollars and send it out and have a very personal connection to each one of my prospects. And these are prospects that I am vetting. I'm making sure they're worth the time to reach out, that they could potentially buy a website, they could potentially subscribe and trust me to run their ads or do SEO or any of the agency services that I offer. If you want to know more about that, you can go to level99design.com, take a look at everything that I'm offering. So I thought about it, and it's like, yeah, I could run Google ads, and I may still, but it's a good way to go bankrupt. You're just throwing your money to the wind. Whereas they're highly selected, vetted targets that I know could benefit from my service. And I'm spending, it took me this morning with prototyping, figuring out how to print double-sided on which is a whole nother nightmare, by the way. I'll go over that. But figuring out how to print double-sided on my printer and assembling it. So I bought a binder. I bought the plastic front and back sheets. I brought the nice paper. You can see it's kind of got a sheen to it. All of that was $100. $120 with the paper. Okay, so $120. I printed this same thing from Canva, $16.50 for one. I plan on sending out at least 30 per month of these. So that would have been 30 times 1650, $495 if I were to do that through Canva. Okay, so you're like, yeah, of course it's going to be that much. You need to find a place to do it in bulk. Well, as you're going to see in a little bit, these are highly customized to that client. And when I went to the local printer to get it quoted, it was like $30 to $40 to get these things printed out. They just can't compete. Not on, they maybe in bulk they can, but not on the small scale that I'd be looking at. Even if it was a couple hundred, it still wouldn't be worth it. So I bought the binder, I bought the stuff to do it. I think it's beautiful. It produces this beautiful, beautiful, customized prospecting binder. And then I'm going to pull a list of all of the local businesses in my region. And the wife and I were just going to spend a day and look at their websites. Now, this is something that you could offload to, give a SOP and a set of criteria, send it out to, a $4 an hour VA and have them do it. That's scale. Right now, I need to just be in my business. I need to be about what I'm doing. And so let me show you a little bit of what we have going on. I'm going to quickly come over here to my Canva. All right, so this is, yeah, my video is all locked up. Hold on a second here. Okay, so this is the binder that I designed in Canva. Okay, it has a screenshot of their business. So the first thing that they're seeing is that this is prepared for them, custom proposal and review. And it's got a screenshot right from their website. So they immediately recognize it, right? And this is the tablet view of that website, by the way. It desperately needs some help. And this is the same website. If you go back a couple videos ago, I did a live rebuild of this site. So you get in here, I wrote a custom introduction, and I drop a QR code to the rebuild that I've already done. All right, this is kind of like the rank and rent methodology, but I'm not out there ranking it. I'm building it and I'm looking to sell it to them. Could be used in a rank and rent. I mean, it's a lot of effort for that, but the return is there. A little general information of why websites matter. Just kind of going into why these people should care about their websites. A lot of them, they build them and they leave them out there. And that's it. Why don't they care that their business is being represented in a way that isn't conducive to a good reputation online? So then it starts to get a little custom. Okay. Each one of these, if you notice, has their name up top, and then I do a quick audit review. Now, I have a very specific prompt that I built in GPT. I just drop the URL and any related, like any socials, any their Google profile. I drop those into a prompt, and it goes out and it builds this whole report for me. It builds the content for it. And previously, I would just each section I'd copy and paste in. So you have your section up here. You have your overview of findings, and then it goes into an SEO audit, copywriting audit, design user experience audit, competitive analysis and social media presence audit, kind of talking about their competitors, what they're doing on social, what's going well, what's not. And each section includes a how Level 99 can help, and it breaks down what I can do to help them. And I review all these to make sure it's accurate. Like that is actually something that I can provide to them as a service. And then I drop a QR code. This takes them directly to the site build. And then this is a checklist. You can download this checklist alone on my website as a just a CTA email list, right? They get on there, but they could buy or they could get this checklist to kind of take a look at their website themselves. Little information on how to use it. And then I go down into the 8 reasons why local business websites fail, and get into, the poor mobile experience, slow loading times, outdated design. And here is a nice little touch. I dropped their website into these frames: mobile, tablet, and desktop. These don't get updated except for the graphics. So if you're thinking about, what do I need to update as I'm building this, it's the upfront content and the URLs, right? So now what we're doing in here now is I'm building an mostly automated way to do this. I built a CSV that my GPT, I run a make scenario, and it pumps all this information into the CSV. So these 3 fields here, the first 3 fields, I will enter, or whoever's doing my prospecting list, there will be hundreds of these. It'll have the name of the company, website URL, and Google profile. That's it. And I will generate. There's a way to do this in Make, but I didn't feel like subscribing to the service right now. I need to take a look around. There's probably a free API somewhere to generate a QR code. For now, there's a website online. I just drop the URL. It creates a QR code. I do a quick screenshot and I drop it in. 15 seconds worth of effort. It's not that much to have to stress about, going out and getting a subscription right now when I'm building this on a shoestring. But all of the content here is generated by my GPT and plugged in and uploaded through the make scenario. Now what I'm doing is I'm going through Canva and I'm doing a bulk edit. So I will take and upload that CSV here, and then I just go through, and if you look, I'm assigning the data field here. Okay, and then here, everywhere that's the name. Right? So here, I'm going to have to edit this, and I'll have to make these individual fields, individual text fields, I believe. Let's see. Yeah. Otherwise, I would just have to come in. I could assign that whole layer to data. So we'll do that in a minute. I don't want to waste time doing that, but I can come in here, connect data. This is going to be the audit overview. There we go. This is the SEO audit. Okay. This is going to be copywriting audit. And this is design and overview. Competitive analysis. And then if you notice, it has the fields for the other items. And that's it. Once you do that, you go through, you continue. Now I can generate one design. Let's see what that does. Now it's going to, obviously it'll put the information that I already have on there. But I wanted to see what this does. Okay. So it pulled the data here. Yeah, let's close that out. Now the formatting is a little off, so I can work on that. That's just something that, you don't want that bold. You just want the headings bold. I'm sure that there's a way to mess with that. If you take a look in here, yeah, so that's all bolded. That's why. You just need to format that within Google Sheets. Now I bet you the other one isn't. Let's take a look. Oh no, they're all bolded. Okay. So I'll have to look into that. But that would definitely streamline the creation of this system. Now what I do want to know is if I had if I had multiple lines here, let's see. Now, if I did that at 2, what would happen here? Still only printed 20. I wonder, do I need to, if I connect data, interesting. So I'll have to work with that. But the ultimate goal is to generate a full list of these. And maybe it is just a create one, delete that line, or move it to another sheet so you have a historical of who you sent these things to. Generate the next line, whatever. I don't want to waste too much time here going through that. The other thing that I want to do is I want to create a custom Loom video to go with this. And so what I would do is I'll create a simple Loom video, which for those that don't know, Loom video, here you go. So Loom is a simple screen recording program. Beautiful, and it allows the client to comment on this. I'll have to create a new account with my business. I haven't done that with Loom yet, but basically what it is you create a simple video, and I will create a introduction Loom, number 1, where it's me. Hi, Jeff Bilbrey from Level 99 Design. I just wanted to reach out to you. I want you to know that I'm local. I live here in Fenton, Michigan, and I have been reviewing local businesses online and seeing who fits the need for my services. And I came across your website, and it is in desperate need of some help, or something like that, right? Like, I think that I could help you get better results online. Or I know that I could, because I truly do know that I can help you succeed online with some simple changes. And so I hope you don't mind, but I took a little bit of time to put together a comprehensive review of your website that I'm going to walk through in a moment. And I also created a custom website redesign for you. And if you're interested in that, just contact me and I'll go over the terms of what it might cost to purchase something like that. And we are very affordable, and we offer some flexible payment options for those that, I'm coming to you, you're not coming to me, so you may not be ready for this right now. So I do offer some competitive, affordable options for, my goal is to help local business owners succeed online, right? Boom, something like that, real quick, real personable. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 11 Labs with my own voice that I've recorded through hours of my own recordings. I have added that to 11 Labs. And what I'm going to do is use GPT to generate a walkthrough of that here. And it will be a simple script that I could then just use a automated kind of go through. It will just generate an automated video of walking through the prospecting binder. And then what I'm going to do is I'll print out just a piece of paper with the QR code on it and say, put that right in, in front of the binder and say, view this first. It is a personal video welcome from Jeff Bilbrey, the owner and founder of Level 99 Design, as well as a personalized walkthrough of the document that you're currently holding. And that just gives, this personal touch that really speaks to who I am and why I'm in business. But if you do it right, if I do it right, it won't add too much to my my effort. It maximizes my effort, and gives that local feel. More than, like, if you got something like that, I wouldn't just throw it out. If that showed up at my house in a priority mailer, I'm not just going to throw that out. I would give a phone call. Like, I thought about that. What would I do? Because I get a lot of junk mail, right? And you usually just throw it away. This is a personalized priority mailer to you that I've taken for your business, and at least you can do is take a look at my video and the binder and give me a call back. And it may not work every time, but I am anticipating that it will, especially to the people that I'm going to be targeting. And that is small business owners that desperately need help online. They're severely hurting in the realm of their website and everything else they got going on. So that's it for me, where I'm at today. Look at me, I'm all froze up. This thing is just, if I'm using the Sony EOS camera system, and it's a beautiful picture, but garbage software, absolute garbage software. The fact that I gotta go in and switch that back and forth, nightmare. Shouldn't be that way. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Today is chest, back, calves, hamstrings. So I should be sufficiently sore tomorrow. I am not horribly sore today. Last week after leg day, man, I was hit for 2 days. I did, more effort this week. So that's good. That shows that my body is getting used to the workouts. But I am anticipating tonight to be, because I watched some TikToks. I got some really good focus for in here and my lower chest. So I anticipate to be sore tomorrow. I am looking to do these probably, if I can't get them every day, it will be every other day. It's just hard to come up with something to say every single day. So until next time, you have a wonderful day. You have a wonderful evening, and I'll catch you next time.